Actually, there we go. So, hey, Doodle. Wait. Hey, everybody. Trying to get Rosie to say hey. She's fallen asleep already. This may not be a good sign for the show today. Seriously, Doodle. Hey, Marilyn. Yeah, I was about 30 seconds late starting because I had my OBS set to start automatically and it didn't start. I think there's a setting that I'm forgetting to click or something. I'm gonna have to toy with it. So, hey, Ryan. Yeah, Rosie's fallen asleep already. I don't know where this is gonna lead, but we'll see. So, did everybody have a good Christmas? Everybody have, was Santa Claus good to you? We got Marilyn, we got Ryan. Marilyn says she had a good Christmas, had a great day. Awesome. Ryan, my Christmas was great. Spent some time with some friends and we ate and sat around and chilled out and did a whole lot of nothing, which was great. So yeah, it was a nice relaxing day. Ate entirely too much. I've been eating too much the entire Christmas season, the entire holiday season. But of course, I do this every year where I will start at like Thanksgiving and pretty much throw my diet completely out the window and just enjoy the season, enjoy the food of the season. I don't worry about working out a lot, if at all. But then come January 1st, literally January the 1st, like last year, and I'll do the same thing this year for whatever I've got made, whether it's pumpkin pies, whether it's uh, whatever desserts and food, all the holiday food and the overly sweet stuff. Last year, when I rang in the new year, I had me a couple of glasses of champagne, and then immediately, like 12, 15 or so, I started throwing everything away, the pump, because January 1st it starts all over, back on eating properly and working out and all that stuff. So I enjoy the season while it's here, but I've been eating entirely too much. Like I don't think I've even eaten today, just because I'm still full from so much food that I ate yesterday. I mean, it's crazy. But hey, that's what I allow myself to do for the holiday season. I don't regret it. I love it every year. So yeah. Isn't that right, sleepyhead? Her eyes aren't even all the way open. She's fighting it. I don't know. I don't know if we're even gonna. I don't know how the drug rug's gonna work out, if the drug rug even shows up today, because she's pretty much, as you can see, she's in the loaf mode. Her eyes aren't even fully open. She's fighting sleep. Are you tired, Dougal? I think Rosie may be a little. That so much drinking and chocolate. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh yeah, chocolate. I've had entirely too much chocolate. Marilyn said, that's all part of the season. That's right. That's why once Thanksgiving comes, I'm like, all my weight equipment collects dust. My diet goes out the window. No more chicken and rice. It's just whatever seasonal food I shove in my mouth. What do you got going on here? Yeah, Rosie's claws are growing back. I don't say they're growing back really quick, but I've got to clip her claws again because I don't know if her cuticles are growing longer or what, but the last several times I've clipped them, I could only barely take off like the very tips because she's got such long cuticles. I've almost gotten them a couple times. She's kind of, snapped at me. So I think at this point, rather than doing any harm, I'm just gonna have to get an emery board, and just file the tips of them, because I don't wanna hurt her. But I hope Jeanette is, yeah, I know, yeah, Jeanette's not here. I hope everything's okay with her. Yeah, cause the Rosie Army is usually pretty consistent. You got Marilyn, Ryan, and Jeanette. She friended me on Facebook. I'll check in on her. Have to be after the show because I don't know if I can. I can't. My phone. I can't check it on my phone. I can't check it on my computer. Yeah, I hope she's okay too, because she's like normally those you three are here just boom, instantly. Need to be careful with nails. Emery board sounds like a great solution. Yeah, I mean it's not gonna be anything that lasts, because all it's gonna do is just take the tips off. But that's something, because she got me again on the back of the hand a couple of days ago when we were playing. So, but need to do something just to take them down. But again, it was the last time or time before, I was going for just getting the tips off of it, but I guess I, went just a little too far, and as I squeezed, she tightened up and made some kind of god-awful sound. So I backed off, but just taking those little tips off, then, I've got to do it once every 2 weeks. So it looks like instead of getting your nails clipped, the princess, the queen, may end up getting manis and petties. You're falling asleep. You are tired, aren't you, little girl? I don't know why. You slept like a rock last night, right up against me. And then got up this morning and jumped in the floor and slept for a while. Is today just a lazy day for you, Doodle? Oh yeah, the outdoor pets are good. They're Highway's just hanging out outside. I don't know what the temperature is right now. It's supposed to get up to close to 70 this afternoon. So he's chilling out, enjoying the sunshine. Sasha, she was out there for breakfast this morning, and she has, of course, since done what Sasha does, and she's out roaming. I didn't see her the last time I went outside, about 15, 20 minutes ago. So they're not telling where she is. She's out roaming around. But she did fine through the storms yesterday. We had some tornadoes come through yesterday, and of course she made it through that. She's got, like any outdoor, particularly outdoor cat, she's got her little hiding places, her little safe places that she goes. So yeah, she weathered the storms fine. Hey, sleepyhead. just follow Rosie's lead. Yeah, I know she's making, has Sasha ever gone inside? No, she has not. She's thought about it. She's looked inside the door, but since this is Rosie's domain, I don't want to do anything to upset any balances. And, since she's an outdoor cat, I don't know what her medical history is. So I don't let her inside at all. I would like to, particularly when it gets cold and all that stuff, but I've got, and I'll probably build a new one this year, but I've got a kennel outside that it's got clothes and blankets and bedding inside. It's got a heating pad. It's got a cover on it. It's weatherproof. It's fairly cozy little setup. But I'll probably build her another one this year. But no, she's never come inside. I would like to, but again, this is the domain of Rosie, and I don't want to upset any balances. So, and she's fine outside. I mean, it doesn't get cold here nearly like it does where Maryland is, but I mean, usually in February we'll get a cold snap that'll go down into the like low 20s, maybe high teens, and that's usually when Sasha gets in that one. But for the most part, even when it's in the 30s, she'll be just either laying around my truck or on the sidewalk. So, hey Jeanette, we were getting worried about you. Glad to see you're okay. So, like a cat hotel, yeah. Sounds like they are well taken care of. I do my best. I certainly want to make sure they're cozy and comfortable. So, well, I'm glad Jeanette's with us. So, we were debating on. I was going to check after the show on Facebook just to make sure you're okay. So. But yeah, no, I try to make sure that they're warm and dry and all that stuff. And the kennel that I've got set up for, I mean, it's the door is always open to it, so she can get in it anytime she wants. And she chooses. There's times it'll be in the 40s, the low 40s, or even high 30s, and she'll be sleeping on top of the kennel. I mean, okay. You do you. You sleep where you want to. You're an outside cat. And she does. I do feed her a little bit more often in the winter time, because she does get a winter coat and she does plump up in the winter. She does get, I guess, an extra layer of fat on her for the winter time, because you'll definitely see. And I'll try to take a picture of her about midwinter, and then a picture. I don't think I've got a specific summer picture, but I'll try to get get seasonal pictures and put them up. And she definitely gets thicker in the wintertime, and then leans out in the summer. So, are you still awake? Barely. Yeah, Jeanette, we've been watching Rosie fight sleep. She's not real fired up today. She's been fighting the sleep monster. Are you tired, Doodle? So, what was I? Oops. I guess she saw me copying her. All right, now you're giving me the evil eye. What did I do? What was that? Meow. Was that a half-hearted meow? You gonna wake up? Okay, so I did figure out one. Want to let everyone know that I was wrong about the fleas, and you were right, Scott, about only one egg. Oh, okay. So I don't know what that was. I saw my white cat. Oh wow, that's crazy. Do I like the Christmas tree? Oh yeah. Did you fall over, dude? So what was that? That would be interesting to know. Wow. See, now I'm gonna have to look that up later on. You are just about knocked out. Oh, I was saying, I did figure out something about her, and I think we had talked about it before about how she'll swish her tail like an angry cat does. Uh, but the other night when we were laying down and I was petting her, she was purring and doing her tail like this. So I think that I'm wondering if her CH causes her to not be able to do just nice little relaxing swishes. Are you awake now? Yeah? Are you awake? Did Santa visit Rosie? Yeah. I mean, well, he kind of visits every so often. But yeah. She gets toys. She gets little balls with bells in them. But she doesn't play with those. I've bought her stuff like that before, and she likes orange fishy and she likes the string. Are you awake now? Meow. You want drugs? You want to try your drug rug? Well, we may get drug rug today. Who knows? Well, you seem to be more awake than you were 5 minutes ago. Why are you staring at me? What did I do? Meow. You want drugs? We'll try again. I guess we're gonna try drugs. You want to try? We're gonna try drugs. Drug rug. This episode may turn into something after all. Meow. Rat. Well, let's give it a try. Well, all right. Drug rug. Here we go, Rosie. We're gonna see if you're up for the drug rug. Oh, there you go. Look at you. Look at you coming alive. There you go. Yeah, it's right here. Here. Right here. Right there. Right there. What? Where did you throw orange fishy? Well, she did something with orange fishy. Come on. Did you lose orange fishy? She acted like she was ready, but she's just sort of watching. Oh, here we go. Are we gonna go after it, Doodle, or you just? This is weird because normally when she gets in attack mode, her pupils dilate. Her eyes get huge, but now they're just sort of the same. It's like I don't know. It's almost like she's half-heartedly making an effort. There we go. Oh, no. Are you stuck on account of those sharp claws that I can't clip? What do you do? Are you? That was a good one. Here, I'll let you catch it this time. Oh no, you bit the loop off of it. You don't have anything to grab anymore. You hadn't gone after your cat yet. I'm gonna have to get some catnip tea and let her try some of that. Do you need a bath? Oh, you got itchy ear? Did that help? You had itchy ear? Now you're ready to go? Did it sneak up on you, Doodle? She is so dainty. Are you dainty? Are you dainty? Yeah, she's not so dainty when she decides to attack me. But I probably deserve it. I probably antagonize her when I play with her. Yeah, see there. Yeah, you agreed with that, didn't you? Why have you covered up? You've covered up the drugs. Are you drug free? Or did you just say no? Pop goes the Rosie. You're just not going after it with much vic. Ooh, about to get my face. Meow. Meow. Now you just grabbed the whole fishing pole. I'm trying to get her to attack where the catnip is. There we go. Get in the catnip. Get in there. Dig into the catnip. Get in there. There you go. You knew you couldn't resist. What was that? It certainly wasn't Daddy starting trouble. Did it get you? Oh, well, you got it. You almost had it. Our fishing rod's coming apart. What? Marilyn. Oh yeah, Toby. Yep. Oh, yeah, it's catnip tea. Now, I've only found it for humans. Not sure about cats. I could be wrong. See, I didn't even know that it was for humans. I thought it was just something for cats. But so I need to check it next time I'm at the store. I mean, if it's for people, I can't imagine that it would be bad for cats. Although I need to check before I do. Jeanette says that she likes it. What does it do? I mean, how does it make you feel? I know that you give catnip to a cat and they go bonkers. make you go bonkers? I mean, how does catnip tea affect people? Get it, Doodle. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Oh, God. Here we go. What was that, Rosie? Ah! Ow. Yeah. Ouch. Hang on, Rosie. I'm bleeding again. Okay. So, when a 7-pound cat launches and catches herself with your thumb, then that is the result. So yeah. Hang on, Doodle. You wounded Daddy. Hang on. Hang on. Why are you looking at me like, suck it up, boy, get back in the fight. I'm working on it. Hang on, Rosie. Scott injured again. Her fault. Her fault. Her fault. And yes, I'm blaming you while I'm this far away. Because I would never really blame you for anything, especially if I'm close to you. God, dog. Yeah, when she launched herself, then I tried to catch her, and one of those claws, she caught herself with my thumb. Okay, okay, fine. God. Meow. I guess she's done going after it now that she succeeded in damaging me. Oh, Rosie, Rosie, Rosie. Are you done? Are you done with it for now? Come on. Come on. Don't look at me. I don't have it. It went away because you didn't want to play with it anymore. Brat. Those claws are dangerous. Right on the fleshy part. Yeah, I know. That hurt. More bandages. Right on the fleshy part. The claws are, yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier because her cuticles they seem to be longer than they used to be, so I can only just barely get the tips, and then it doesn't take, ow, that hurt. It doesn't take but just a couple of days before she's got them sharpened again. So, like I said, I can't cut too much off because I about got her cuticle a couple of weeks ago. So that's why I say I'm gonna have to just get an emery board and just give her manis and petties. The spoiled little princess. Man. Rosie never means to hurt Scott on purpose. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I was about to say, Jeanette. Yeah. Rosie's like, oh, I'm sorry, Daddy. Did I hurt you again? Bound to happen, I guess, when sharp claws are flailing. Yeah. Oh, I mean, trust me. Yeah, I don't. Whether it's Rosie or whether it's other cats I've had, I think we've talked about this before. I am strictly opposed to any kind of declawing. So it's just part of it. It just comes with it. It just comes with having cats. So, Jeanette, how is your elderly kitty doing? Yeah, how's what'd you say, 20? 18? I forget, 18 years old? Yeah, how's she doing, Jeanette? You got me, Rosie. No, the ones that get me is when I'm sound asleep and she gets down to go use the litter box, and then she gets back up, and I mean, if she's right next to me and she falls over and the first thing she grabs is my lip or my nose, then yeah. So to be awakened at 2 o'clock in the morning to a claw in my lip is not fun. Marilyn says declawing is illegal in New York. Oh, cool, good. Jeanette, she is 18 and she's doing just fine. Thanks. Awesome, sweet. Yeah, I think there's a couple of methods of declawing. One is they actually, as bad as this sounds, they pull the claws off, and the other one is I think they clip a tendon in their wrist or their paw that cause they can't extend their claws. But I'm firmly against declawing, especially for her, because she relies on them so much just to stabilize herself. So it's like she uses claws for everything because she has to. But then even for an indoor cat, as any cat owner knows, that a cat will sneak out by your feet and all this stuff, and that's the last thing I would want, is for a cat to sneak out, even if it's only out for a brief period, and not have a way to defend itself. So, good to hear this. Can you give her? Yep. There we go. Need to give Jeanette's girl kitty kisses from everybody. Declawing should be illegal everywhere in the world. Yeah, I agree. And I think the biggest thing that I hear from people that do believe in declawing cats is because, well, they tear my furniture out. Okay, then don't get a cat, or don't get nice furniture. I mean, I don't care if I spend, $100 on a sofa or $1,000 on a sofa. If I have a sofa and I have a cat, I expect that at some point the cat is going to sharpen its claws on my sofa, and that's going to tear. I mean, it comes with having a cat. It's illegal here too, thankfully. I prefer people not get cats that declaw them. Yeah. If you like your furniture more than you like your pet, then don't get a pet. It's that simple. That's the way I look at it. I mean, that's what cats do. I mean, she's got a sharpening post and a sharpening the toy thing that she's got that's got the ball that goes around in a circle. It's got cardboard inside it that she can use to sharpen her claws. Sometimes she does. Sometimes she uses the floor. Sometimes she uses the sofa. I mean, that's what cats do. Even when I've had normal cats that didn't have CH, sometimes they would sharpen their claws on the sharpening post. Sometimes they would sharpen it on the floor, the sofa, or my leg. So yeah, I mean, you know, it's yeah. If you want to get an animal and then try to change that animal from what nature has created it to be, don't get it. It's like I love watching. There's a guy. Hello. Later, Tater. I guess she's thirsty. There's a guy. I don't know if any of you may have seen him. He's really popular. His name's Dean Schneider, and he's got he has a lion preserve in South Africa, and his channel's great, but he talks about people will ask him about how did he tame the lions, because he's part of a lot. He doesn't actually have lions. He kind of does, but he kind of doesn't. They're in a huge gated off area. I mean, like I think it's like a couple of 100 acres. But he says that his lions are not tame. The reason he can interact with them is because he is part of the pride and he obeys their rules. He doesn't go in with human rules and try to change who they are. He's raised them from birth or from babies, and he has learned their rules and their language, the vocalizations they make, and the body language and all of that. And he interacts with them on their terms. And it's the same with any other cat or any other dog. I mean, if that's what nature has intended them to be, interact with them on their terms, on the rules that nature has established for them. So, yeah. Here too, Micah prefers the furniture. Yeah, that's, like I said, Rosie, she actually prefers, for whatever reason, she prefers this arm of the sofa. I don't know why. She doesn't do it that much on the back or the other. She prefers, for whatever reason, she prefers this arm of the sofa. But that's what, I know that I used to do this when I was a kid. Some of y'all may have done it. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just an idiot. But my parents would get me Christmas presents for Christmas, and I would play with them for 5 minutes, and then after that, I'm playing with the box that it came in or the wrapping paper or something like that. It's the same with a cat. I can't tell you how many, over the course of my lifetime, thousands of dollars I've spent on cat toys, and they end up playing with the bread tie that fell on the floor or, something. It is what it is. So Micah, you go ahead and sharpen your claws. I'll tell Micah, Aunt Jeanette said, nice. Is it the same D. Snyder from, no, it's Dean, D-E-A-N. And it's Dean Schneider, S-C-H-N-E-I-D-E-R. So yeah, D-E-A-N and then Schneider. He's got a really great channel, very educational. It's really a good channel. I follow him on Facebook and YouTube, and he's really good. That's what he emphasizes, that he's not for having captive lions, and he doesn't have captive lions. He got lions from captivity as babies, but where they live in his preserve, it's called it's the Hakuna Mapaka Pride, and there's 5 lions in it. No, 6. There's 6 lions, 3 males and 3 females, and he's raised them all from just cubs, so they bonded with him. But he also, like I said, he plays by their rules. He follows their rules. There are times that he'll read their body language, and he won't go into the preserve with them. They don't have houses, they don't have shelters that they go into like a lion would have at a zoo or anything. He has gated off, like I said, I think it's a couple of 100 acres, and they live in this preserve. They live outdoors. I think there are I take that back. I think there is one man-made shelter, but other than that, they live just as any wild lion would live. When it rains, they take shelter under a tree. They bathe themselves. I mean, he does bring vets out if they have a problem that might, that a lion might die from in the wild. Then he does bring a vet out. But he said that it's him and his buddy Noe, who have both been part of their life from the time they were just little. But the pride has accepted them as part of the pride, as part of their family. That's why they can interact with them. Anybody else that tries to go in the preserve other than Dean or Noe, the lions will see them as, like he said, as one of 3 things. Lions view everything as one of 3 things: friend, enemy, or food, or family, enemy, or food. And anybody other than Dean or Noe that goes into the preserve, the lions will see them as either a threat or food, and they will try to kill them. And so, I mean, but that's the way nature has set it up. If he was not part of the pride, then he couldn't interact with them the way that he does. I mean, he'll actually be next to them while they're eating, but he'll also watch their body language before he goes in, and he can tell when they're stressed within the pride or something like that, because they'll fight with each other. They'll fight for ranking. They'll fight for food. They'll fight for whatever lions normally fight over. But he'll watch their body language before he goes in, because, as he's acknowledged, as a human, he can't fight with them the way they fight. He said they'll kill him. Not kill him as in intending to kill him, but just in the court. If they see him today as, oh, I think you're getting too close to one of the female lions and you're trying to take my place as the king, then Dexter, the king of the pride, may have to have a ranking fight with him, and of course he's not going to survive. Dexter might not be intending to kill him, but all it would take is one swipe and Dexter could kill him. So he has to be mindful of their body language and their vocal, how is everything today, and then he makes his decision to go in. So, but no, it's a really good, really educational channel. But it really exposes, the I guess the horrors of people that have lions in captivity. This beautiful, majestic, wild animal that should be roaming hundreds of acres, but instead is kept in a cage for somebody's entertainment, or kept on a chain so that it can only roam 20 feet or something, and then being fed. I mean, he feeds the lions, but he feeds them wildlife that is killed in the bush, and then just brings it and puts it down, and then it's up to them to open it up. It's up to them to fight over who eats first. I mean, he doesn't do the whole, pour some food in a bowl and feed it to them. I mean, that's just, that's not the way they were meant to be. And it's funny, he did one video where he said people would write in talking about, oh, how horrible it is that you feed them meat, that you feed them other animals, and this, and he did a video where he's like, that's what they eat. That's what nature has intended, because, people have written in, you know, I guess vegans, vegetarians, you know, that they're like, oh, you should, you know, you shouldn't be feeding them, you know, other animals. That's cannibalism, or that's wrong, you know. So he did a video where he tried to explain that this is what they eat. So he had various fruits and vegetables, and he would try to get them to eat. Like there was one shot where he's trying to feed one of the male lions, I think Dexter, an apple, and he's holding this apple out, and here's this big, huge, you know, 500-pound lion sitting there pawing at it like, what is it? What? You know, he didn't even want to eat it. And then he took, I think it might have been a potato or something, and put it in one of the lioness's mouth, let her smell it, and she smelled it like what? And then he put it in her mouth, and she just immediately spit it out. He's like, that's not what. And then he explained, you know, this is why they eat raw meat, because that's what they eat. They don't even want this stuff. So yeah, that sounds. Oh, they are, and the thing is, I mean, he has addressed, you know, that they could be released because they do know how to hunt. They do know how to open up an animal. They do know how to fight for ranking within a pride and whatnot. So he said that they could be released, or he said they could survive on their own. He said, but since they were born in captivity, then they're, you know, at least keeping them, I guess, from free ranging. But he said, as far as if they were to fight with another lion, a wild lion, he said they would probably win, because since they do get a regular diet of lions out in the wild, he said they may eat once a week or once every 2 or 3 weeks, just depending on when they can kill something. But he said since they get fed regularly, even though it's, you know, something that's been killed in the wild, they get fed regularly. He said they're about 30% bigger and 30% stronger than a regular lion out in the wild, since they hadn't had to go through starvation periods and all of that. Those folks are so out. Yeah, they are. They're out of touch. They, you know, I know zoos make an effort with their enclosures, but it's still not really enough. No, and that's the thing. I mean, you know, I would say that Dean and another couple of conservationists similar to him are probably closer to doing, you know, quote unquote captivity right by having a preserve that spans hundreds of acres, as opposed to having a little enclosure with a moat and a gate, and, you know, bring them in at night and feed them at a certain time and all that stuff. I mean, because you think about a 500-pound lion being kept, even if it's kept in a 1 acre enclosure. I mean, that would be the equivalent to, you know, asking a human to go live your entire life in your pantry. I mean, it's just, what? No. So, what are you doing, dude? Why are you laying under the table? Rosie has apparently exited her own show. So, there's so much animal cruelty in the world. Yeah, that's true. There is. You know, I know this is going to sound bad, but when I see these videos on YouTube or Facebook where it's, you know, showing somebody, you know, particularly there's a lot of people overseas that for whatever reason they'll have wild, or they'll have lions that they keep in captivity, you know, keep chained inside a cage that's, you know, the size of my living room or something, and then that animal strikes out and does what a wild animal does. I know that, you know, not that not that it pleases me for anybody to get hurt, but, you know, sometimes I look and go, well, you know what? Maybe if you didn't have a lion, you wouldn't have got bit. Just saying. Maybe if you let that lion, instead of keeping that lion for your own entertainment, then, you know, maybe you wouldn't have got bit. It's like Dean. Dean is even, and I agree with him on this, he's even completely against, you know, even where you have people that'll have lion cubs, and they'll let people come and pet them. You know, they'll let them, you know, either in a petting zoo, or, you know, they'll charge $5 here, you can pet the lion cub. he's against that because people have written in and talking about, oh, can people do tours and this? And he's like, no. He's like, this place is not set up for tours. I'm not having people come and interact with the lions. He said, that's not what they want. That's not what they do. So, where's the doodle? The doodle has taken it upon herself to go lay down under the table. Get the camera off the... Yeah, because this is the Rosie Show, not the Scott Show. I don't know why I'm sitting here just babbling. I came to see the doodle, not the Scott. Hey, Rosie. Hey, there's Rosie laying down under the table. For whatever reason, she likes to lay here sometimes. You know you're right in the middle of the show. Well, all right. Okay. All right, so normally I tend to let the doodle lay where she wants to, sleep where she wants to, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the show up since she has exited the show. But I will bring her over for kisses and toe beans. So we have to get our kisses and we have to get our toe beans. So the doodle is gonna get picked up and brought back to the sofa. Let's just hope that she doesn't draw more blood. Come on, Doodle. Meow. Come on. Come here. Ah. Such a brat. Toe beans. She's really not happy about that. Ah, goodness. All right, Doodle. It's time for kisses. One for Jeanette. One for Marilyn. Ow, ow, ow. Ryan has to get, ow. Ow. One for Ryan. Oh God, it's airplane ears. Okay, there. Just please don't hurt me. What? Yeah, I have learned when there's airplane ears, she's getting serious. So there we go. We got kisses. We got toe beans. And Scott didn't lose an eye or an ear or something. Thank you for not hurting me. I don't know if that was a you're welcome or I'll get you later. No, we're not going to let you miss the beans. What, baby? She's probably mad because I disturbed her slumber from under the desk or the table. Are you mad now, Doodle? What a brat. You're welcome. I'm glad I could be here with y'all again. Love being here with the Rosie Army. There we go. All right. You ready to wrap it up, Doodle, or you're ready to go lay down somewhere? So, all right. Well, I'm gonna wrap it right there. And now nap time for Rosie. Yep. So I'm gonna wrap it right there. Again, I'm gonna leave it up for a few minutes. Let everybody say their toodles to everybody. And with that, I will say thank you all for being here again. I've absolutely loved my time with the Rosie Army, and everybody have a good, safe week, a happy new year, because the next time we meet, it'll be 2025. So, oh, and I do have a video that I've got to put up. It was, it's just a short, but it was Christmas morning, and I had been cooking all day Christmas Eve, getting, in anticipation of going to my friend's house, and it was like 1:30 in the morning, Christmas Day, and it dawned on me I still had to wrap some presents. And Rosie, let's just say Rosie helped me wrap. So I'll get that video up and let everybody be entertained by it. So hopefully be entertained by it. But yeah. So without further ado, I'm going to sign off. Let everybody say their toodles and all that good stuff. So say toodles, doodle. Say toodles to the Rosie Army. Love you, doodle. Toodles, baby. She's doing her. I'm going to sit here for a few minutes and think about it before I lay down. So yeah. All right. I'll see y'all next year. Y'all have a happy new year and a safe week. Talk to y'all later. Toodles.